Hi guys, my name is Tiffany Howe. I'm one of the admins of this group, and I wanted to just hop on here real quick and just thank you guys so much for being here and for committing to learning how to take scroll stopping Nailfies. Some of you are already Nailfie queens, and we're so lucky to have you posting here. But the intent of this group is to be a little bit different than all the other sharing groups. Not that there's anything wrong with those groups. I love those groups. But this one, I wanted to be a really just a quick easy one-stop place where every Nailfie you get here is going to be really good quality, something you want to share with your customers, something that's going to grab their attention, because there's a difference in just sharing any Nailfie that doesn't really have the extra work put into it to make it, content, or scroll stopping. So what I want here is for when you're scrolling looking for a Nailfie to share with your people, you're going to have really good content to share. That's the intention here, but also to help you become better Nailfie creators by learning and really diving into the training and how to take good Nailfies. Because when I first started, I was not taking good Nailfies. I didn't know there was a purpose to it. I would just not even think about it, take a picture of my hand and post it in my group. And then I kept seeing other people post really phenomenal Nailfies and like, gosh, I want mine to look like that because I see the value in how good their work is. So I started, weeks, months researching, trying to make myself better at it on my own. I didn't know how to do it, but on my own, I'm like researching lighting. How do I take pictures of my hands? How do I apply these so that they look, really good? And how do I take a picture? What is the background supposed to look like? Like I just dove in for so long, and I want this group to be a place where I get to share that knowledge with you guys because we need you. We need you to take killer Nailfies. We all need that because there's a lot of there's like not a lot of Nailfies out there of a lot of the sets. So we need you guys to learn and to post and get declined, because that's how you're going to know you need to get better. Get declined and come back and post again. Like watch the training. The first thing I want you to do is go watch the training if you get declined. Maybe you missed something. And unfortunately, we only have a very small amount of words that we can fit in the feedback. So we can't really go into detail on why it's being declined. If it's overall like you're missing a lot, we're just going to tell you to go watch the training because we can't fit everything into that verbiage. And honestly, we don't have time to help every single person that way. It's all available to you in the training. Go watch. Or if it's just one thing like bad lighting, we're going to put, hey, your lighting is off. And then we expect you to go to the featured section and learn how to perfect your lighting. We can't possibly train every single person here. So when we give you the feedback, it's up to you. If you want to post here, it's up to you to go to the featured section and learn how to take good Nailfies and keep coming back. We want you to post here. My hope is that everybody in here learns how to take scroll stopping Nailfies, because how awesome is it going to be to have so much content to share? That's scroll stopping. And why does it need to be scroll stopping? Because when you're scrolling and you see something that doesn't stop you, you're not going to think twice about ordering it. But if you see something and you're like, oh my gosh, you've all seen Nailfies like that, right? Where you're like, dang, that's a really good, what is that? What color is that? And you have to know, you have to buy it. Where do I get this? That's scroll stopping. And that's the whole purpose of this group, is to get you and us to take scroll stopping content that makes our customers stop and purchase. That's the whole point of this. Okay. We have to grab their attention. So the first thing I want you to do is head to the featured section and watch the training video first. It's a little bit long, but it's crucial. I go over everything in there. Take a couple pointers, perfect that, go back and watch it again. But start there, and then there's a bunch of other things you can look in there to compare and contrast. Like, what does it look like? Why does lighting matter? Well, here's bad lighting, here's good lighting. Which one do you think is better? Why does a background matter? If your background's busy, this is really busy. You don't want that in a content picture. Like, it's fine for like selfies and stuff, but when you want somebody to purchase what you're showing them, you don't want the background distracting them where they're like, what's back there? You want them to just see your nails. And all of this is in the training. If you could just take, I think it's like 30 minutes. If you could just take that time, if you want to post here and we want you to post here, go watch that and then come back, post expecting to get feedback. Okay. And that way you don't take it so personal. Post expecting to get feedback. And when you get that feedback, go watch that section, that exact section of the training. Okay. But please don't give up. We need you to post here. We all need you. This is a baby company. We need people that know how to take good Nailfies here. Because we don't have very many right now, very many Nailfies that we can share that are really good. So the first thing and I have permission to use this person's nail fee for this training. The first thing that I wanted to train on was application because it matters so much more than you realize that it does. If you're sharing if I'm sharing you, if I'm trying to get you to buy my eyeliner and my eyeliner is like super smudgy and all over the place, you're not going to buy it because you're like, oh, it doesn't work very well or it doesn't look very good. Why would I buy something that doesn't look good? You know, or if I'm curling my hair and you notice that it's not actually curling my hair, you're not going to buy it, right? Because it doesn't work. So it's the same thing with your application. If your application is not spot on, these can look flawless. The intention is to have them look like a salon quality manicure. So you need to go learn how to make a flawless application first, or else nothing else matters. You could do all the things right in that training. And if your application is off, you lost it. Like you lost that customer because immediately when I see that, I think the strips don't work. If I want them to look salon quality, I need to see that you're showing me that it's salon quality. And if the application is not there, you lost that customer. So I'm going to share my screen and show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so right off the bat, this Nailfie is stunning. Like everything meets the mark. Okay, the check marks are all there. She's got the visual interest with the cuff. She's got Nailfie rings. She has a very simple but eye-catching background. She has contrast in her colors. Her lighting is perfect. Her skin is moisturized, like a freaking plus. But right off the bat, I go to those few, and this is very nitpicky, but it matters. I go to those few spots that are not applied well because as a customer, that's what I'm looking for. Can just the regular person apply these and are they actually going to look good? But right off the bat, I think that these don't work because they're not applied well. Okay. So I wanted to zoom in on a couple of spots here. We have right here and right here where it's lifting up on her cuticle. That just means it's too close to the cuticle. Okay. So you need to either move it down or you need to go to a smaller size and literally apply your strips with a heating pad to warm them up. It makes them more pliable. Make sure your hands are warm. Make sure your strips are room temperature at least. So go a size smaller if they're too big for your cuticles and stretch them to fit your nails because that spot, well, even if it doesn't look great, when this is on you, it's going to snag your hair because it's lifted right there. And the hair snagging is driving customers crazy. So we have to learn how to apply these and we have to teach them how to apply them. This cuticle spot, you can go a size smaller and stretch it to fit, or you can pick a larger size and take our scissors and trim little by little until it perfectly fits your nail. And it will change the tapering once you cut it, but I haven't had a problem with that. It's been just fine. And I've had to cut because I have weird shapes. I have to cut almost every time. So you have that. And then you have these little spots right here where immediately my eye goes to it, where they're lifting by the skin and a little bit right here. These lifting spots are normally because you applied it and then put it under the lamp with those spots already lifted. So before you put it under the lamp isn't going to like melt it down to your nail. It's not going to fix those spots. Before you put it under the lamp, you need to make sure it looks perfect. It's going to cure how you stick it under the lamp. So take your cuticle pusher, take your fingers and literally I suggest cutting them down where if you're going to cut them first and then push them down because once you cut them, it lifts them in all kinds of places. So push them down all over the place and then look at them. Do they look flawless? If so, put them under the lamp. Okay. Because however they look is how they're going to cure. So make sure look at the tips of your nails. Are they all the way down across your tips? Look everywhere closely and push them down and then teach your customers to do this as well. And was there one other picture I was going to show you? This wasn't the one. Dang it. There was another one where on the tips, you can kind of see it right here. On the tips, it just needs to be filed a little bit more. So I know that adhesive is kind of gunky to get off. Keep filing and it will come off. All you have to do is pick it off, but don't take your pictures with that on there because then the customers see that. So these absolutely can be applied where they look salon quality. We just have to figure out how to get there. Oh, and also what I was going to say is to get that tight, snug fit, pretend you're putting on a fitted sheet. I need you to see me. My blinds are in my face. Pretend you're putting on a fitted sheet, like have that image in your head. And I also have a long video of tips, and it's a video I made for my customers, but you guys can absolutely, it has my website and stuff on it. So it's not something you want to share with your customers because it has my website on it. But just for the sake of teaching you, I have a lot of tips and tricks on applying press-ons and the LEDs that you can go watch if you need more help. But act like you're putting on a fitted sheet when you're putting these on. Stick it down, and then you want to like stretch it tight and pull it down towards your nail bed. Okay. So stretch it and pull it down. And that's going to be, I shared this tip with the person I shared her Nailfies. I shared this tip with her, and immediately the next time she came back, her application was flawless. So these little tips make a big difference in your Nailfies. So pull it down towards your nail bed, stretch it and pull it like you're putting on a fitted sheet, and then cut it, push them down really, really well. And then look at them, guys. Look at every single piece of your nail. Look at all the spots that are lifting and push them down and make sure they look flawless, and then cure them. Okay. So that was my tip for today. I try to keep these videos short, but as I see flip lines, as I see things that are happening over and over and over again, I'll come on here and I'll try to help as much as I can with those little tips to help you get your Nailfie scroll stopping, because we need you. We need you to take scroll stopping content, and your customers will love it too. So thanks for watching, guys.